We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tennessee Titans. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked, number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? What's that? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
On first down, Lance. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Hey,
In motion goes the tight end. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Titans at 5-8, 3 games under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
6, mega.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The slot man in motion right. Lance now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Yellow. Blue, go. Ready?
Now Lance again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Lance. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Pickett looking to change things up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had that one down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Motion man right is Rice. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Titans. Breece Hall. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they go back to Harris. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett back to throw. Finds Pickens out right. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a diving catch right side. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Powering his way forward. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Shot. 17.
To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Throwing on first down is Lance. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready?
Again, it's Lance. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Drill green. Black shot. Hey, blue. Ready.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Here's Lance. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Motion man right is Rice. Harris running straight ahead. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Come on.
2nd and 9.
Set, huh?
Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Claude Ray.
Slot man moves right. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run with Hall. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Breece Hall. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Titans will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerome Baker. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Strike. Check. Strike. Check.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Ready?
On second down, a run with Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Down.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Hut.
On third down, here's Hall. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Pickett to throw. That's to Freiermuth. He's across midfield. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
For a point after, good by Groupie. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense